Hi, my name is Lance. Lance Bates, Coach Bates, coach of the Klamath Stick team. We are here at Redwood RV Park in Klamath, California, just a few hundred feet down from Hop Owl Creek. We got the old bridge that was washed out in '64 behind us.
This area is real special. It's right down from one of my home villages, Wakel. It's right down the bend, and I think it's just awesome just to be on the Klamath River. Anywhere on the Klamath River is just, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna make memories, and it's just awesome to be here.
KOY, Necknow, Thalen, Jensaw. Right now we're at Redwood RV Park here on the Klamath River. It's right here. Right across from the old Klamath Bridge. I think that's important. I think it's important we recognize the history around here. Near the site of Hop Owl. It's the village at town site. So it's land acknowledgement is where we're at.
The spirit people all around us. You know, this is a very special place where you are right now. Very, very special. This is actually, well, you're at Hop Owl Creek. This is very special to my family. Pete over there, my son Pete. The Norris family actually comes from the village of Hop Owl, which is located over there. And this is Hop Owl Creek that comes down here and goes into the river there. And this is my family's fishing spot, is across the river there. And my grandpa grew up right around the bend there. This used to be across the river there, all these old growth redwoods. This used to be my family's allotment land and where we came from in a lot of ways. And it's very special in that we've got a lot of memories, and my grandpa used to drive me through there and tell me stories about everything that went on down here, how he spent his summers basically on the river, fishing, eating berries, doing whatever. And now that's national parks, and we hope someday to get this land back into the tribe, because it was taken wrongfully from us. And you know, there's 4 allotments up there that were seized by the U.S. government, and back in, it wasn't that long ago. It was like in the late 1960s, and they created this park, which is a beautiful park. But we have rights to this land, so I just wanted to acknowledge that before I go. So here's a little good luck song. Good luck for all of your journeys and all of your adventures. Oh no, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh no, no, yeah, hey, yo, no, hey, yo, no, oh no, 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 hey, hey, yo, no, hey, yo, oh no, no, hey, hey, yo, oh, hey, yo, found my love in the weird way, yo, oh no, 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 hey,
So this camp is our Klamath Opportunity Youth summer camp. Klamath Opportunity Youth, or KOY being us. We put it together to gather kids from across the reservation. We have a really stretched out reservation along a lot of rural and a lot of like broken down roads and stuff, and so it's always like we're oftentimes separated, but a lot of times we're close and we're related, but it's hard to get together sometimes. So I think it's important for us to put all these kids in a area where they can all congregate and create connections.
I just can't express enough so they all come from different places, all over. Some from this res, some from upriver res, some from the city down south or Eureka Way, Crescent City, and there's not been any issues between them other than the ones that are together all the time. They're just playing a little rough. But they all just getting along great. Everybody's mingling. I mean, we got a group out here in the trees playing in the hammocks. Just, I don't know what they were doing. They were spinning each other all day. And I just sat up on top here and watched them all. And it's really awesome just to see that bond they're building. And they'll remember each other forever. Like, so when they come across each other at dance or at Costco shopping, wherever they're at, they're gonna remember each other and say hi, or go hang out and ditch their parents in the store to go hang out in front of the chips and talk. So to me, that's the biggest thing I can take away from this.
I think we put this camp on to bring youth together to socialize and get to know each other, get to know their who they are, and also for future, like Lance previously said, these are people you're gonna know for the rest of your life. They're gonna see you at the stores, they're gonna see you at ceremonies, they're gonna see you out on the river, they're gonna see you other culturally involved activities. They're gonna see you and they're gonna remember you and have all those memories. This is our first camp, so we are learning as we are going. This is put on by a whole bunch of young adults from ages 18 to 23. So it's put on by a whole bunch of young adults. So we were in their shoes not even that long ago. So we kind of put ourselves in their shoes again and think to ourselves, what would we want and stuff like that, instead of a whole bunch of older adults, elders, kind of telling us what needs to be done, or what they want to see, and because generational times do change, and youth aren't just the future, they are the now. So.
You know, there's a lot of really good information that we brought to this camp, and a lot of collaboration that we did with other entities and stuff, and you know, getting them counselors and getting them to canoe tours and just whatever we could, bringing all these people together for these kids. I got some tassels thrown at me.
It's kind of good.
15 push-ups. And, you know, collaborating with the stick camp for, you know, some of these boys to go experience, while also having something for the girls, like the weaving and stuff. And it's just, you know, I really think that it was just great to kind of see it all come together, kind of see what the vision ended up being, you know, through all the hard, you know, the work that we didn't expect this to be, you know, just like, and us learning. Because this is the first time I've ever been a part of something like this in the position that I'm in. Just using all of that and just having this be an unforgettable experience for them and make lifelong connections.
It was a camp that a group of young adults I work with wanted to put on. We had about 55 kids sign up. They didn't all show up, but we got over 30 of them here. We've been here for 2 days. We got one more day to go. We just played some kickball. We had a lot of games going on around here. We got the stick workshop going on over here with Zach Brown. They're carving sticks and tassels out.
My name is Stephen Abbas. I'm a wrestling coach here in McKinleyville, and I'm here at the 2025 Sticks Camp with Zach Brown. Zach was actually the one who introduced me to the game and taught me a lot about the rules and the history of it. Actually gave me a stick and some tools to build one myself. Haven't finished it yet, but I love the game. I've had a chance to play a little bit of it. Played a little bit at the Salmon Festival, and it was pretty fun. It was quick. Our opposing team scored really quick, so the match went pretty fast. But it was awesome. It was fun, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the wrestling part of it, obviously. But I love to compete, and I love games. So it's an awesome way to spend the day.
I didn't think I was going to be able to make the older kids camp, but I still showed up to the younger one so I can help the little ones learn how to play sticks, make sticks, and other stuff like that. But once I was able to make it to the older kids camp, I was able to help Lucky Knox work some of the camera equipment to help make the videos for the stick camps. It's been cool. I thought it was really cool being able to work the cameras. I've always been fascinated by them, how cool they are. It's really important for us to help make the videos so people, just other people, learn about the stick camps, know about sticks, and more cultural stuff.
So the wrestling part of sticks, I took to right away. Obviously the one-on-one competition between you and an opponent is important. Knowing that you have to control somebody in front of you. I know that learning wrestling is probably one of the best disciplines in regards to understanding your body and your balance and strength. So I know in that area of sticks, it's exciting.
I think the most important thing that you're doing here during this camp is spending this time together. Okay? You are a powerful, intelligent group of young people who are capable of achieving a lot in your lives. And we come together because we achieve a lot more when we work together. So I want you to think about this throughout the camp. I want you to think about two main things. I want you to think about the power that you have and the influence that you have, what makes you special, the difference that you can make in this world. And then also think about how powerful that is when all of you come together with that and you're working to achieve things together. Okay? Our future of our people, this land, yes, it rests on us right now, but it rests on you too. And it rests on you guys working together, getting along, and seeing each other for the special people that you are.
We've been on a few travel trips, learning what other young adult groups are doing, opportunity youth groups. And so we've been to Aspen and Boston and LA, met with different groups around the world. And one of the ideas that we wanted to do was this camp. They really wanted to do this camp. They all remember, I remember too when I was a kid, but they remember these camps as they were kids, and they wanted to give back to the community because there hasn't been one of these camps in a few years since COVID. So we've been planning this for a few months and it came together pretty well. I don't think us as ones planning it realize how much work this is. How hard it is dealing with you people. But it's a lot of fun. I for one would definitely do this again next year. We make a few changes, adjustments to make it better, but overall I think it's great.
What I was taught to, if I'm going to keep anything with me throughout life, is that whatever I learn, whatever I'm taught, whatever's given to me, whatever's passed down to me, it's my responsibility to push that down too. And so that's kind of what I live my life by. It's helped create my job, my line of work. I teach Yurok language, and I also do a lot of cultural activities. So I've done a lot of language here with these kids, especially yesterday we did a lot of language activities. And then other cultural aspects that we can pass down at any moment, like the basket weaving or me doing the fish stick carving. That's all really important to me, and that's, you know, something I want to give to as many open ears as possible.
Maybe you're in a family that isn't big on culture activities, are not big on one culture activity but another, learning kind of different cultural activities and just different stuff that maybe they haven't experienced yet, and for us to bring it kind of to the table and let them experience some stuff like that. So
camps like this are so important for kids because when we're circling up, they teach us and sing songs about how they help like sick children, and they taught us a song about how the animals like dance first.
Me personally, I really liked getting my group of boys that came over to carve sticks with me yesterday. And so that was my station. I've done a lot of like the icebreakers and getting the kids together for activities, especially language activities. But when I was running my own group, when we were all kind of separated, I had a smaller group of boys who were interested. You know, I feel like I could really go into detail and, you know, really explain the more intricate parts of something like that, where it doesn't seem too nuanced, but, you know, it's a lot of careful effort that you put into something, and being able to express that with a group of boys who can soak it up was, you know, probably my favorite part. You know, they were good for me. You know, kids get rowdy, it's to be expected. You know, these are all, most of them are reservation kids, whatever. It's just how we are. But getting them to sit down and listen is always great, because, you know, that's what you want to see out of kids, you know, just to absorb. That's all you can ask of them. Dugout canoe is, nowadays we go by Oswayutch. So it's the boat of the people, Os being Indian people. Yutch used to just mean canoe because those were the only canoes we had. Or that was the only boat we had, but now that we have all these motor boats and jet boats and stuff, those are just all Yutch. Yutch is the word for boat, but Oswayutch is specific to the dugout canoe because it's the boat of the people, boat of the Yuroks. It's almost like, you know, your brother or your uncle or an important part of your family. You were lucky to have one of those in your life. The significance is we treat them like a family. We treat the boats like family members, just like how you treat your house like a family member. We believe that those are living beings, that they have souls. They even have their body parts. They got arms. They have a lifeline, heart, lungs. You know, they have kidneys that flush out all the bad stuff. They got a nose. So they are treated as a person, just as you treat an elder. You treat that Yutch or the Oswayutch with the same respect that you would an elder or a loved one. And that goes for a lot of things that we have. You know, they're meant to be loved, taken care of, and then when they're, you know, transitioning, so like when an Oswayutch is done being in the water, they'd go on top of the sweat houses, the Urgurch. They go on top of the sweat houses, and then like when your house, like your outlet, your house, the family house, when those boards would get old and they could not longer be used as boards, they come down and you'd make cooking sticks out of them, or you repurpose them, so it's a life cycle. Everything has a purpose, everything belongs.
Yeah, I'll share something.
Okay.
I've never saw myself making, or like it took me a month to go and gather the materials for the stick camps and like workshops. From gathering the materials, draw knifing down all the bark, and then like working and crafting all the sticks and tassels. So I've made 150 so far this year for like the camps and workshops, and that takes me about a month to do that. From like going to like different spots, gathering, like picking out good ones, and then crafting them, because like it's hard for it would take the kids like a whole like 2 to 3 days if we just worked on the sticks and tassels from like when we go and gather them. But when I craft them and work on them first and kind of shape them, it makes it a lot easier for the kids, so we could focus more on what all the training was for, like what why we have the stick games. And is this I never saw myself making this many and like doing this many things with a lot of the kids, and it's something I never imagined, but I'm really happy that I'm able to do that. It makes me feel good.
Now you're here to share that.
What Zach's doing here with the youth, I think is pretty amazing. Obviously, to have something positive and physical for these kids to do is awesome, but to also be able to tie in their culture and learn some of the history and the background of the sport itself. So it's pretty awesome what he's doing for these youth.
So past these years of me playing sticks, it didn't be fun at first, because I was like, man, bro, there's a lot of running, a lot of doing stuff, but my mom just kept making me do it, and now I just got like really just used to it. And the reason when I get older, I think I'm just gonna like just keep playing until I can't no more. I look up to like one uncle, and that's my Uncle Louis. I'm trying to live up to him, because he's the one. The reason I'm doing this is because he showed me, and I watched him doing it when I was like a kid. Him jumping center, playing sticks. That's the reason he's been teaching me. So that's why I'm pretty good at some of those things. But you can be really good at brush dance, but you gotta learn a few things too. Well, if I'm uncle and my little brothers and sisters have nephews, I want to teach them about some stuff about the brush dance and some sticks. Well, it's fine if they don't want to play, but I'm still gonna like tell them and see if they change their mind.
Really, the biggest effort you can do is show up. We put a lot of time and effort in planning into this, and we wanted it to be special for those who showed up.
They hung 100-foot net yesterday. There's a little group, small. It's a hard interest. It's hard to get the interest for that, especially if they're not fishermen. So there's a small group up there right now, still hanging a net. Thalen carved sticks, redwood sticks, to cook fish on sticks by the fire. They're gonna do that tomorrow. So they're out here carving those sticks from a log. It was a log yesterday, and we split it up and made them smaller, and they all sat there and carved on them for a couple hours, and find out that it's not easy. It's actual work, and some people are better naturally at it than others. Some of these little guys could carve better than I can, and it's just some things come natural, and that's just one of them. As you're carving those sticks, getting that peel. Yeah, we had a lady come in and do some paintings. KOY set that up. So the lady likes to use nature in her pictures and then add other things with it. they looked really cool, and those paintings will go in the Klamath Promise Neighborhoods office up in Crescent City, new office we just got into. So even in the office, we'll have a memory of this camp forever off of that. Oh, Isaiah, right? He's been cooking for us all weekend. I think a few times we had more people here than what he was quoted, and he came right down to the wire, but everybody's full. And we just ate dinner a little while ago, and I'm still full, even after beating you guys in kickball. Yeah, you.
That's a good.
My favorite part so far is making my stick. I just got done with it. I didn't like the way it looked, so I just started like just sanding it down, and Zach did a cool design on it. The design, it's like I can't even see, you can't even see his stick. It has like it's carved in like on the top like a circle, and it has like a triangle in the middle.
Please listen to one another. When I say Ach pair, that's you're awkward. Listen up. Give them your ear, because everyone here has something important to say, something important to contribute. I knew it. Now you got something.
Do you have a knife?
Yes.
Okay.
No. You definitely.
Hey, you kids, get out of there!
So bad.
We tried to at least kind of bring in counselors and stuff so we can kind of step back and kind of more run the camp and help as like stuff arise, trying to do background stuff to make this camp the best possible camp as we could.
I really want to give a big shout out to these young men and ladies. I say men because they're both sitting right here. I want to give a big shout out to the KOY group, the Klamath Opportunity Youth. They've been putting in a lot of hours throughout the last year, some of them the last 2 years, putting this program together and making it work. And I can see a big future for these guys. They're helping me learn supervisor skills. They're learning supervisor skills. And I just got big plans for this group to do a lot of things in the future and bring a lot more gatherings like this camp. And I just got big hopes for them, and want to just let them know that I got a lot of respect for them and love. Waklau.
I'm gonna leave you all with one more thing.
My responsibility, taking care of myself, make sure I don't break anything when I get older. Yeah, I'll teach the next generation. I'll probably be really good at that.
It's pretty exciting to see what's going to happen in the future with this, to see the program growing. I've been a part of it now for about a year, so it's been awesome to be a part of it, and hopefully it keeps growing and get these kids involved.
Shout out to Lance and Zach. I knew him for a long time. Lance especially, he's been my coach since day one of playing sticks. And Zach, I've been knowing him too. Watched him play sticks, learned from him playing sticks, a lot of stuff.
I really enjoyed the morning, like getting up early morning, just a few campers waking up. So sitting over there, we're cooking them hot chocolate, and they'll come sit around, and you get more conversation, natural conversation from these young guys when they're up early with me. Like, I'm used to waking up early, but I don't know if they are. They must be, because they were up. So they come over there. I think there was 3 of them at first, and we just sat around and we had a conversation, and it was enjoyable to sit there and hang out with these 10-year-olds and listen to their thoughts and how they appreciate the camp. And then after breakfast was done, I'd come over and wake everybody up, sung a song for them. Hey, hey, oh, hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh. Hey-oh! Hey-oh! And that wakes them all up.